Hello, welcome to this video where we are going to read about the lives of two of the most famous figures or characters of the 20th century, the Spanish painter Pablo Picasso and the American writer Ernest Hemingway. First, let's see which exercises we are going to solve. I want you to do this exercise number 3. The sentences below appear in the text. These sentences can be found here in the text, in the passage. Try to guess which sentences go with which man. Write P for Picasso or H for Hemingway. يجب أن نحذر كل جملة تلائم أي من الشخصيتين. وسنكتب حرف P إذا كانت الجملة تنطبق على بيكاسو وحرف H إذا كانت تنطبق على Hemingway. Let's read the passage now. We have Pablo Picasso, the painter, Rassam. We have his early life before he became an adult. On October 25 or 25th, 1881, a baby boy was born in Malaga, Spain. So we have the M written in capital. So this is the city of Malaga in Spain. It was a difficult birth. It here refers to the birth of this baby boy. It was a difficult birth, and to help him breathe, help whom? To help this baby boy. To help him breathe, cigar smoke was blown into his nose. Cigar smoke to help Picasso breathe when he was a boy, when he was just born, عندما ولد للتو لمساعدته على التنفس. Cigar smoke was blown. Smoke, دخان, cigar, you know what's meaning of cigar. Blown into his nose. في أنفه. So you got to guess the meaning of blown. عليكم أن تحذروا معنى blown من هذا السياق. This baby, the baby we are talking about, grew up كبر, to be one of the 20th century's greatest painters. Who? Pablo Picasso. He became a very famous or great painter in the 20th century. Of course, the 20th century started in 1900 and ended in 1999. That was the final year. Picasso showed his genius from a very young age. This is the topic sentence, يعني الجملة الرئيسية في الباراجراف. يذكر فيها أن بيكاسو أظهر عبقرية منذ سن مبكرة. So in the rest of the paragraph he should give evidence of that. يعني في بقية الباراجراف يجب أن يقدم أن يتوسع بالكلام عن هذا، يعطينا أدلة على عبقرية بيكاسو وظهورها منذ سن مبكرة. His first word was lapis, which is the Spanish for pencil. The first word he said was lapis. Lapis is not an English word. It is a Spanish word which means pencil. And he could draw, he was able to draw before he could talk. Of course we use could to express ability in the past. يعني نحن تستخدم كلمة could في اللغة الإنجليزية للتعبير عن القدرة في الماضي. ويمكن أيضا أن نقول was able to or were able to, depending on the subject. He could draw before even he could talk. تعلم أن يرسم حتى قبل أن يمشي. He was the only son in the family, and what is the result of that? So he was thoroughly spoiled. When you are the only son, in a family. So again, you got to understand the meaning or infer the meaning of the word spoiled from the context. He hated school. He didn't like school, and often refused to go. To go where? He refused to go. Didn't want to go. To go to school, unless he was allowed to take one of his father's pet pigeons with him. If they let him take the pigeon, وهي حمامة, he would go to school. If they don't let him, he wouldn't go to school. Apart from pigeons, in addition to pigeons, his great love was art. بالإضافة إلى الحمام كان حبه العظيم هو الفن. Again, this is the topic sentence. مجددا هذه الجملة الرئيسية الافتتاحية جملة الموضوع بالنسبة للباراجراف. فمن المفترض أن بقية الباراجراف ستتحدث عن حبه العظيم للفن. When in 1891 his father got a job as an art teacher, okay, what happened? Pablo went with him to work and watched him paint. His father started working as an art teacher who teaches art in 1891. And Pablo started going with him to watch him paint. Sometimes he was allowed to help. أحيانا كان يسمح له بأن يساعد. Man, of course, Pablo. One evening, his father was painting a picture of their pigeons when he had to leave the room. His father was painting a picture of their pigeons when he had to leave the room. Pay attention here, we have the past continuous and past simple. So the act of painting took a long time, and the act of leaving interrupted that. Just like if you have watched the previous video when I explained the grammar, this is one of the cases. يعني هذه إحدى الحالات التي سبق أن شرحتها في الفيديو السابق عن القواعد. When his father returned, Pablo had completed the picture. Again, this is an example of past perfect. هذا مثال على الماضي التام. When he returned, عندما عاد والد بيكاسو بعدين كان قد غادر الغرفة لبرهة، وجد أن بابلو كان قد أكمل اللوحة. It was so beautiful and lifelike. It refers to the picture. So beautiful and so lifelike. Lifelike means realistic, similar to what you find in real life. That he gave his son his palette and brushes and never painted again. He said, okay, I won't paint again. My young son is much better than me as a painter. Pablo was just 13. His life as an artist. His genius as an artist was soon recognized by many people. They paid attention to his genius. We said that genius means عبقري أو عبقرية. Here it means عبقرية. By many people. But others were shocked by his strange and powerful paintings. Okay, so obviously his type of painting was a little strange. يعني آخرين صعقوا، البعض قدر عبقريته العديد من الناس، وآخرين صعقوا بسبب لوحاته الغريبة والقوية. He is probably best known for his cubist pictures. He is famous for cubist pictures. Okay, what does a cubist mean? His portraits of people were often made up of triangles and squares. His pictures, when he painted people, he used triangles triangles مثلثات and squares مربعات with the features like nose, eyes, ears, lips. These are the features, الملامح. In the wrong places. He wouldn't put the features in the right place. One of his most famous portraits was of the American writer Gertrude Stein, who he met after he had moved to Paris in 1904. Again, good examples of past simple and past perfect. His work changed ideas about art around the world. So his work, his paintings, changed ideas to where they were revolutionary theory about art around the world. And to millions of people, modern art means the work of Picasso. To millions of people think or equal modern art with works of Picasso. If you say modern art, immediately they think of the works of Picasso. Guernica below, we have this word, it's obviously a name, and he says Edna. So this is the name of the picture, this picture, which he painted in 1937. It was painted in 1937. What does it do? What is the verb? This is the verb. Guernica records. Guernica records the bombing of that small Basque town during the Spanish Civil War. So it shows القصف الذي تعرضت له that small Basque town, تلك البلدة الباسكية الصغيرة. أي بلدة؟ Guernica. So the portrait is named after the town. اللوحة مسمات على اسم البلدة. During the Spanish Civil War, أثناء الحرب الأهلية الإسبانية, and is undoubtedly one of the masterpieces of modern painting. Undoubtedly is. Guernica is. We have Guernica records, and the Guernica is one of the masterpieces of modern painting. What does masterpiece mean? Check it in the dictionary, look it up. His final years. Picasso married twice, and he had 4 children. The last, Paloma, was born, so this is the last of his 4 children. Her name is Paloma, was born in 1949, when he, Picasso, was 68 years old. So he was very old when his last child was born. At the age of 90, he was honored. To be honored means yukarram. He was honored by what? By an exhibition in the Louvre in Paris. Exhibition معرض لوحات. In Louvre اللي هو متحف اللوفر in Paris. He was the first living artist to be shown there. كان أول. Let's suppose إنه لنفترض أننا لم نفهم معنى كلمة living. كان أول فنان يعرض هناك. هذا ليس له يعني شيء غريب. يعني إذا كان متحف اللوفر قديم، والمفترض أنه عرض لوحات لفنانين كثيرين. إذن المعنى يتوضح عن طريق هذه الكلمة. living means حي. كان أول فنان حي تعرض له لوحات هناك، باعتبار أنه اللوفر فقط كان قبل ذلك يعرض للفنانين المتوفين. Picasso created over 6,000 paintings, drawings and sculptures. So he had so many works. He created so many works. يعني أكمل العديد من الأعمال. 6,000 لوحة ورسمة و sculptures منحوتة. إذن هو كان ينحت أيضا. Today في يومنا هذا a Picasso means a work done by Picasso costs millions of pounds، ملايين الجنيهات الاسترلينية. Once في إحدى المرات when the French Minister of Culture was visiting Picasso عندما كان وزير الثقافة الفرنسي يزور بيكاسو. طبعا دائما عندما نقول عندما أو إذا، الجملة لا تنتهي لأن هناك نتيجة، مثل ما كان هنا مثال أيضا عن وين here. هذا هو أيضا مشابه. When the French Minister of Culture was visiting Picasso، عندما كان وزير الثقافة الفرنسي يزور بيكاسو، هنا نتوقع من هنا يخبرنا ماذا حدث. نضع فارزة ونكمل. The artist accidentally spilled some paint on the minister's trousers. So we have paint and we have minister's trousers. لدينا كلمة paint والتي تعني طلاء أو صبغ، ولدينا بنطلون أو بنطال الوزير. فما الذي نفهمه؟ أنه الفنان سكب بعض الصبغ على بنطال الوزير. أوكي، هل انتهت القصة؟ ليست لها معنى إذا انتهت هنا، يجب أن يضيف شيء آخر. لنستمر. Picasso apologized. Okay. And wanted to pay for them to be cleaned. To clean what? To clean the trousers. But طبعا trousers باللغة الإنجليزية تعامل كأنها جمع، باعتبار أنه يعتبر كل فردة من البنطال على أنها واحد، تجمع معا تصبح trousers. أيضا نفس الشيء بالنسبة للمقص scissors، يعامل على أنه جمع. But the minister said, none, please, Monsieur Picasso. Just sign my trousers. Sign. What's the meaning of sign? Sign from signature. Signature is the word. Sign. Signature is the noun. Signature التوقيع هي الاسم. Sign هي الفعل. قال له فقط وقع على بنطالي، باعتبار انه يعني الوزير اعتبر انه بما انه بيكاسو بعظمته سكب طلاء على بنطاله، فانه هذا كانما يعتبر عمل فني، فطلب منه ان يوقع على البنطال. Picasso died of heart failure during an attack of influenza in 1973. I'll make another video for where is it?